Hi guys, it's Happy Friday again. Last week we did the bearings, the basic round medallion pendant type thing. You can make an earring, you can make a pendant, charm, whatever. This week we're going to do something a little more complicated. We're going to take 5 of them and hook them up in a row like this. So you'll have something really showy and you could take it a whole lot of ways. So since there's a lot to it, we don't want the video to go too long, so you better come on over here and let's get busy. Okay guys, so this is the video where you learn to make something that's a statement. Of course the earrings are a statement already, but depending what colors you use, which caps you use, whatever, you can make something super fun. And this is my necklace that I made, and what I did is I connected 5 caps together by drilling them in the sides, but not way down here, it's up here, and I'll show you in a minute more closely how that is. Okay, so basically it's just you pick, they're all the same size pretty much. You can check and make sure they're in good size, but you need 5 turtlebacks, same as we use in the bearing videos, and you need 5 caps, and you can do whatever you want. You can make them all different, you can go every other one, however, you know, it's up to you. I staggered them a little bit because I like the colors to go together. I'm real partial to red and yellow and green going together. It's just juicy to me. I love those colors. So I had a lot of cute little beads at the side. I had the little red check beads, the hibiscus beads, and I had these little resin beads that are triple layer. We have them at the site now too. Did we put them on, Javi? We didn't get them on yet? Well, we will soon, okay? Till you guys see this, they'll be on, okay? And you know, we just had a ball with it. So what I did first, after I picked out my 5 beer caps or pop caps or whatever you're going to do, and then I flattened them like we did in the last video to make bearings, and then I set them and got them all lined up. Then I sat and I made lots of little dangle drops so I could have some fun figuring out where I wanted to put them to just kind of fill in and make it complete, you know, look nice. And then I beaded up the back. And the measurement on this is so I got 4 sections of beads. One's a long one and 3 short ones. That's how I did it. You can do it however you want, however long you want. This is a little shorter of a necklace because I preferred it that way. Okay, so it's a little bit over 5 inches, okay, of beads either side, so that makes it 10 going around here, and then measuring across to give you a neck measurement on it. 10. It's about 18 inches necklace, and you can always make an extender too, which is very simple. We've done that so many times together, where you just take and you put a few more beads on here or a few more jump rings, and then they can connect it wherever they want to, and make it a little bit longer. Normally when I make a necklace, I always include an extender. I didn't do it on this one because I was kind of short of time, being honest. But when I get back upstairs, I'll probably go ahead and put one on, because this is a good thing to do. You give people options, okay? So then I connected them. This is where it's different than the bearing, okay? To connect them, I'm going to show you exactly where you need to make your holes. Now, I told you it's not going to work for you to make them, you know, of course, on top, because then you're not going to connect, right? Let's get this out of here. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put one here and one right here. Right to the side of the little prong.
Oh.
Right off to the side of the prong. Don't put it down here. You might be thinking, well, they're going to connect across. It won't lay right. You got to have it up here. So put it right here and right here. And then if you want to put a dangle on, personally, I think when you're making a necklace like this, you should. It just looks a little bit better. You don't have to. Then you want to put one in the middle. So we require 3 holes. Very simple. Just remember, it goes off to the side. You could, if you want, put it up here. But I don't care for the look of it. Personally, it makes it a little bit, it's not as fluid. It's really better if you put it here and here, okay, right below it on the side, here, here, and here, okay? So after you do that, get all your holes set. If you're good with the hole like it is, fine. If you want 2 rivets in them, then you have to drive the 2 rivets, and then you start hooking them up. Now, I used oval jump rings going across, and I double jumped them to make it extra strong. You don't have to double jump.
Double jump.
You don't have to double jump. I like the look of it, and it makes it stronger. It just looks like somebody made a little bit more effort, because you did. Okay, but then what I do is I don't just hook it directly one to the other. It kinks up, it don't look right, it doesn't hang right. It needs a little space. So I put 2 ovals here and then around, and then 2 ovals. It's kind of like making cable chain out of jumps. So 2 ovals here. You could use round ones too if you prefer. You know, I would probably use maybe an 8 or a 6 there. You don't want to stand up too high. And then put your ovals and then put your round one. I only put 1 round one. And this, however you want to do it. Double jump ring it, don't double jump ring it, however you want. So just, I keep going all the way down the line like that. Each one has a little bit extra space in between, and then it just lays perfect. It's very fluid. It's not getting stuck, you know, one on top of the other or anything like that. It's just perfect. It's very, very fluid. If you don't put this extra little piece in here, it won't. They just fit too tight, and it won't look good. This way, it takes you another, few minutes, and it looks great. Plus, it gives you another dangling opportunity. So I put one out here off the side, I put one here in the middle, but I put one up here on the little circle. See, I put one there. I put a couple on this one. But whatever I do here, I want to do it on the other side. So I did 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Went back over this way, I just did 1. I did 1 at the end. On the sides here, I put 2 holes in the middle of my side pieces. The center one, then the 2 sides, and then the end. The 2 sides, I put 2 holes in it. You do not have to do that. I just like it that way, so that's why I did it. I have done them where I put 3. You know, it just depends on, how ambitious you're feeling. And if you can feel it, you feel like, you can get holes in so they're nice and even and don't look wonky too much. A little bit of wonky's okay on something like this.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could you make it 3 instead of 5?
Yeah.
If you wanted to?
Good question. Yeah. You don't have to do 5. I prefer the 5, but yeah, if you want to make a smaller necklace, 3 is fine. No, you can make 7 if you want. You can go out on till tomorrow, but I wouldn't suggest that you make it like a collar style, and that would be like if you just did capsule around to the necklace. It won't lay right. So, and it'll be probably kind of uncomfortable. This comes down a little bit onto my shoulder bone, not shoulder bone, but my collarbone a little bit. I wouldn't want something up here, rubbing around a little bit closer on up. So, anyway, yeah, 3 is just fine. In fact, 1 is fine. And I'm going to give you an example of that too, because I have one made. So let me just get this one out of the way, and I will bring this one. And this one's a little bit of a heavier look, so I imagine a guy could wear this too. But I thought this was a fun cap, Rogue. And it says dedicated to the rogue in each one of us. So that's a cool cap to find, if you can find one. I think they still make that stuff. And then I just had some little steampunk connectors from the website. So I just connected them up, going up the side. I see one I have to fix a little bit. I love to get my jumps real nice and flush, but I think I was hurrying a little bit, so I have to go back over it. I always say, if you're making it to sell or if you're making it to give somebody, go take a picture with your camera and go back and look at the picture, because you will really see anything that needs to be corrected. So I just did 1, and once again, now instead of doing it out the side here, which I still could have, but I thought, we're just going to have stuff going straight up. So if it's just 1, then I put my hole over here in the middle.
Can you bring it towards the middle a little bit so they can see?
So,
zoom in.
you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and show you the difference by bringing this one over next by it, okay? And see again, why did I want to do that? Okay, because when you go from here to here, it just is a better connection. If I went from here to here, it would get weird. But if you want to do just one, it might get weird if I hung it clear out here, because I'm not going to connect to anything else. What I'm going to do is connect to a chain and just wear it. So I put them right here, okay? And then I put one at the bottom. Of course, you could put three if you want. You could put three if you wanted. Okay, so I made one hole, and once again, I didn't tube rivet it, which I usually always tube rivet an eyelet hole, an eye hole. What do you call it? A hole. I'm getting goofy. Okay, so I usually always do, because I like a nice finished look, but it really looks fine like this. You're going to have to. But here at the bottom, I drilled one hole, and then I put a heavy, I think it's a 13 millimeter, 12 millimeter jump. We have some on site, I think, and I put an old key, a shiny old key, not a rusty old key. If you like a rusty one, you could use that. It says master. This might be from a luggage or something, I'm thinking. And then another one of these little tabs, which I don't think they make anymore. It was either TierraCast or None Design, I'm not sure. But they don't have them anymore. And then this little steampunk cog, we have these at the site. We have lots of them, and they're cheap. They're like 50 cents or something. And then I put a little hammered, brass bead at the bottom. And it gives it a nice look, and it hangs nice and everything. So I'm going to give you some measurements so you can know how long I made this one. So I'm going to turn it sideways, and I'm going to get out my handy dandy yellow ruler. And I used this side. I used, looks like about 5.5 inches, 5.5 from here to here, 5.5 inches of this Belcher chain, roller chain. And I used heavier roller chain, and we do carry this chain at the site. It is great for making charm bracelets too. But I like the heavy look, because this kind of looked kind of masculine to me, so I kind of wanted to put a heavier piece on it. And then I just, connected it to my little connectors, which I used 3. I used the steampunk one, I used this little tab here, and I used the steampunk gear. And this section, in case you would rather do it with beads or something else, this section is about 2 inches long. Of course, if you make it longer, it's going to go longer around your neck. That's all. No difference. So altogether, your side pieces, if you do it the way I do, there's no reason why you have to do it my way, but this is the way I did it. You're going to have it about 18 inches between this side and this side. About, it's about, well, no, maybe not. No, I'm wrong. You're going to have it about 16 there around the neck. But don't forget, you don't just count this. You have to count this little piece by the side, too. That's part of your length. So I'm going to go across here. It's about 3/4 inch. So this one's going to be around, let's say, 17 inches around the neck. So it's not going to be hanging down very long. But that's all up to you. You can make it however length you want, whatever length you want. What you would do is you'd either, put more of these in, or put more beads in if you want, put more chain, do it all chain, however you want. You just need to put more chain, a little bit longer, that's all. But this is what I did, and I like how it hangs on me. And I really could see a guy wearing this, just the right kind of guy with the right kind of style. He would probably love this. So anyway, I'm real happy with how it came out. I put my little finial beads on the end like I did. It doesn't have this one doesn't have an extender either because it was a little short on time, but I may put one on there too. And I put a swivel clasp on this. In fact, both of them have swivel clasp. And what that is, it is a little lobster claw that is very finely made, and it turns around. So this is really good for me to do chunky jewelry, or when you do charm bracelets and stuff like that, because it gives you that swivel to it. They're a little bit spendy, but they are worth every dime. A clasp is important, and so you want to be careful you don't put a chintzy clasp on anything you make, because how awful would it be if you made something and someone bought it or gave you a gift and then they lost it because the clasp didn't hold? So you want to make all your jump rings are tightly closed and secure, and they're heavy enough to support the weight of the piece, and you want to do a nice clasp. It doesn't have to be a swivel. I just prefer them. We have regular lobsters too. You probably have some in your own stash for that matter. But use a good clasp. Don't cheap out on your clasp, okay? They're not that expensive, even these. So anyway, this is what I made with that. So, I gave you options. You can make a big fancy one with all kinds of color. Boy, this is for a party, won't it? This is for a fiesta. You can make it like that, or like Javi asked, could you do it with 3? Yeah, so long as you have the little spacers in between so it's fluid. Sure you can. Or just do it with 1 as a focal and let it go at that. But I almost can assure you, if you do festivals and fairs outside and you make a table full of this kind of jewelry, you will probably not come home with a lot of it. Try it and see. I bet you won't. So anyway, that's how you do it. So I hope you enjoyed the bearings videos. I hope you got some new ideas from them. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will make some. And if you do, why don't you come and join us at the Bisou Boutiques Creative Group at Facebook, where we show our stuff that we make, doing my techniques and things from our website, bisouboutique.com. Come and join us. It's free. Your friends are waiting there for you. I guarantee you that, because we are a close-knit group. We feel like family, and we're kind to each other. I insist on it. I don't take any of this monkey shines where people aren't nice. You know, we're nice. You don't have to worry if you're new that somebody's going to make fun of you, or like you're showing your first piece you ever made. Don't be timid. Or if you're having problems with the piece, don't be timid. Show it to us, and we can help you. I'm very present there. I'm there a lot of the time. So you can reach out to me on Facebook as well. So I hope you'll come and join us and see the other bearings jewelry that people are making. And once again, I thank you for watching our videos, and if you don't mind, subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss one. Because YouTube will alert you to when there's a new one. And also, how about giving me a little like if you liked it? If you don't like it, don't give me a like. But if you liked it, I would appreciate it, and I wish you would. So anyway, I hope you liked the videos, and you have a good day, and go make some bearings.